Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐔. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 3:50 p.m. on Eastern Time on August 22nd on Monday, it's my second posting this up today. Ethereum $100,561, down about 3.5% so far. With respect to the crypto market and the equity market, I'm just peeking over my screen right now. Across the spectrum is relatively red, right? With all the indexes down about 2.6% at the moment. With the VIX surging all time, well, not all time, like relatively high today, up 16.9%. And if you look at the media front, today is a relatively negative day, right? It seems like AMC, Ford, both suffering some financial problem, with AMC shares tanked 40% as Regal Cinemas owner warned potential bankruptcy. And also with respect to Ford, which is an automotive company based in America, they're planning on eliminating 3,000 jobs in an effort to obviously sustain the operating margin. So, negative news among the consumer retail sector specifically. And also with respect to negative foreshadow news, talking about, obviously the Jackson Hole speech that will be debuting, Jerome's speech coming up on this Friday. Across the spectrum, I would say on the media front is definitely foreshadowing or indicating some sort of a negative psychology, hedging, or predicting that more aggressive rate hikes can be in possibility. Well, we don't know, right? We still need to kind of figure out the efficacy of the two last rate hikes of 75 basis point. Are we going to go with all straight together 1% in the upcoming FOMC meeting? We will see how the CPI report will look like for the month of September, depicting the performance that we're sustaining in August so far, right? And I'm just looking at the other news before I shift right into the technicals. It seems like there isn't a lot of news that's really worth mentioning, but it seems like the 10-year yields is spiking up above 3% all over again. I know we were kind of levitating around 2.6, 2.7, but with the VIX surging relatively high and also negative signal among the consumer retail spectrum, driving more negativity among the market. So let's just dive right into technical to see what's going on right now with respect to recording time of 7 minutes away from market closing on the East Coast. Ethereum $100,560, down 3.6% so far. Just want to apologize for the noise in the background. Seems like someone's drilling holes for no reason right now. When it's like I've been, working throughout the day is quiet, but like the moment I start recording, noises start to happen. It's like, what are the coincidence, right? So with respect to the technical at the moment right now, we are at 1550 technically, right? And you can see that clearly that's a sustainable resistance level. But are we going to be heading to a lower level? Just checking the technical right now, we are at the 40 out of 70, which is kind of matching with the previous resistance level that we tested on July 4th. But as we break down further, which it seems like the inertia is indicating so, we might be heading down to a lower level, right? Which is obviously 35 out of 70. And, as we head down to a lower level, we should ideally see somewhere around like 1450, which is the first level, basically meeting the support level that we've had. But if we break it, we're going to head down to the next level of 1250, right? And something that is kind of worrisome to me, it seems like this is a head, this is a shoulder, and I really don't want another shoulder to be formed, because if we are going to be forming a head and shoulder, this is indicating more sell-off is imminent. So I do not hope that's the formation, right? I hope that we can recuperate, consolidate, go up, and then meet at 2000 again to form a cup and handle, and then surge up from there. But we'll see, right? It seems like this is quite an ominous look based on the technical. And with respect to Bitcoin right now, you could see that we are just forming an upward wedge before and breaking the wedge, which was logical because of the formation that we've been seeing. So seeing down sell was very logical. And at the same time, right now, the inertia is relatively stale. You could see that we're crossing down as we were surging up right now. Levels up at 62 out of 70 was the resistance level that we basically tested 5 times and got canceled out. as you head down to a lower level of 33 out of 70. We got bounced a little bit because testing with the level that we've tested prior, basically the bulk of July before the surge. And right now we're basically heading back down because of the rejection that we've had on the 40 out of 70. So levels down right now will be somewhere around, again, right at the 29 out of 70. Ideally, even be more submerged level of 20 out of 70 if the technical is showing more signs of bearishness, right? But let's see the weekly. Is it bearish as well? So the weekly is quite depleted. So I don't think it's going to be a huge sell-off, but it will be some sort of a, you know, mitigation. It will be some sort of a reduction from the current level at the moment as we are heading towards the obviously the Jackson Hole speech on Friday. So we will ideally see some anticipated pressure. But on the monthly, we are seeing some bullishness. So ideally seeing some reversal weeks and mostly months out from here. But Ethereum is quite worrisome to me, right? It is showing comparable affectation compared to Bitcoin, but on a weekly and on a daily is quite bearish, right? Again, right, head and shoulder pattern. And with respect to the technical on a weekly front, we are also forming, we've crossed up for quite some time, but we need to cross down now as we basically cool down a lot already. We kind of depleted. So right now we are heading down to the next level of 30 out of 70. So it means that seeing lower level is more logical than seeing higher levels from here. So definitely be cautious about this. And across all the other altcoin, I would say we're quite comparable in terms of the momentum, trading similarly to Ethereum. So be careful about this, but do not panic because the technical, it is indicating, following our expectation, it is logical. And we're not seeing, a lot of like the pump and dump type of scheme. So everything is trading in normal course of market dynamics, which is something I appreciate. So it's easily digestible, it's transferable in terms of how you can perform as your next level of risk management and how you can and maneuver through all this. Okay, so appreciate you. Have a good rest of the day. I'm quite exhausted. It's been my 7th meeting today. Just try to get back at things right now. But appreciate you and have a good day. Take care. Bye.